Jack's face was covered in sand, but he didn't dare move a muscle. Just behind him was a 100-meter cliff, and he was trapped on a barren sandslope with nothing to hold on to. Mustering all his strength, he pressed his hands firmly against the smooth sand, but it was too loose to provide any support. Jack's body rapidly slid downward as he frantically struggled. In this perilous moment, he quickly spread his legs and lay flat on the slope. Terrified, Jack's entire body was sprawled on the sand, his arms trembling weakly. Using the last ounce of his strength, he tried to support his teetering body. Suddenly, his phone rang from inside his backpack, a glimmer of hope in the darkness. Ignoring the soreness in his arms, he summoned all his energy to reach for the backpack's zipper with his left hand, carefully pulling it open. Each movement was a struggle. With great effort, he reached into the backpack, but the phone was in the bottom right corner. Jack had to stretch his fingers to their limit to grab it. Just as he finally touched the phone, his body suddenly lost support and slid rapidly again. In the final instant before falling, Jack instinctively grasped the cliff's edge, his feet desperately trying to find footing on the rock face. He was completely stuck. Feeling helpless and afraid, Jack suddenly had an idea. He began talking to himself, calculating the interval between the waves crashing against the rocks. After confirming his timing, Jack seized the moment and swiftly turned his body, successfully dropping into the sea. Although he avoided being smashed to death, the shallow water caused him to hit his waist on the rocks, knocking him out briefly. Fortunately, Jack quickly regained consciousness and swam back to the surface, climbing onto the nearest reef. He had escaped death and was overjoyed. However, a sharp pain in his palm made him realize he had a 10-centimeter long gash, a gruesome sight he could barely stand to look at. After composing himself, Jack prepared to leave immediately. But as he took a step, he heavily collapsed onto the rocks and passed out. Due to copyright restrictions, the movie can only take you this far. The film is called Escape from the Blue Sea. If you enjoyed it, feel free to check it out.